After World War I, the Treaty of Versailles was signed. Due to Clause 231, the Germans had to acknowledge full responsibility for the war being broken out. Because of this, Germany was forced to pay reparations to the Allies. This led to major inflation in Germany. Kids would be playing with money on the streets due to money being basically worthless. The government at this time was very unstable. The government was the Weimar Republic. People lacked confidence in this government, and extremists struggled for control. Many different political parties emerged, one of them being the German Workers' Party. This was the forerunner of the Nazi Party. They held a right-wing ideology and were eventually led by Adolf Hitler. Hitler encouraged a racially pure German race. He condemned Jews and gays and others, and advocated Lebensraum, which would translate it into living space. He believed having lots of territory was essential to becoming a world power. In 1923, Hitler attempts an armed overthrow in Munich. This is otherwise known as the Beer Hall Putsch. He fails badly, but uses his court time effectively. He uses his court time to damage the Weimar Republic's reputation. Hitler is then put in prison and writes Mein Kampf, which translates to My Struggle. In this, he outlines his political ideologies and his plans for the future of Germany. Although Hitler was supposed to be in prison for 5 years, Hitler was released after about a year due to sympathy. He then gains complete control of the Nazi Party, and his strong public speaking skills were used to energize and mesmerize his followers. In 1925, the Nazis began a mass movement. They spread their anti-Semitic views with strong propaganda, which was led by Joseph Goebbels. He made Hitler look like a great leader. Hitler was also very manipulative. He said he would get rid of reparations and rearm Germany. This was very appealing to Germany at the time because in 1929, the Great Depression had hit Germany. The idea of strength and stability in their government was very attractive to them. There were two key players that helped contribute to the Nazi rise to power. There was the SA, or the Stormtroopers. They were the paramilitary wing. They used violent intimidation. Then there was the SS, which was very important as well. They served as the Nazi police force, and they were led by Heinrich Himmler. Paul von Hindenburg, the president at the time, invoked power so that the government can now rule by emergency decree instead of laws. This began the fall of the Weimar Republic. Heinrich Brüning was the first chancellor of this new form of government. He failed to unify the government. So therefore, in September 1930, new elections were held. The Nazi Party won 18.3% of the votes, which made them the second largest party in the Reichstag. Then in July 1932, another election was held. The Nazi Party won 37% of the Reichstag seats, which made them the largest party in the Reichstag. They gained more votes using another strong propaganda campaign. In 1933, the Enabling Act was passed. This allowed the Chancellor, which was Hitler, to issue legislation on equal terms with the Reichstag. So then, Hitler and the Nazi Party were basically in control of both the executive and the legislative powers.